Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. Hope everybody's having an amazing Friday. Hope you're ready to get this day started. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Jamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me to get your Friday started? Y'all remember that song, Let's Get It Started? Okay, I won't sing for y'all. That's all right. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys enjoyed the show on yesterday. I hope you have been sharing. Okay. Let me get my fearless co-host on in here this morning so we can get this show on the road bright and early at 7:17. So that we can get you the information you need so you can keep it moving to where you got to be. How about that? Because we try to give it to you in a short so that we don't take your whole morning and you get your information and you are free to go.
Hey.
Morning.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm all the way excited over here, girl. I'm ready to jump on into whatever it is we got to talk about today because I don't know why I'm super excited. But I mean, yeah, it's Friday. Everybody always get that extra boost of endorphins on Friday and get all excited. But I'm excited about the possibilities it's just, I've been doing some planning. I've been do the work all the time. Yeah, I do. But it's when you transition to something greater that everything look, everything's coming up. I mean, it's just amazing. Can I just say that?
I had that feeling about 12 o'clock last night, and I was like, you got to go to sleep. But wait a minute. But I went to sleep. But I had that feeling last night, so I understand. Good morning,
Yes.
Kimberly. How you doing this morning? Why
Yeah,
am I yelling?
it's okay. That's that excitement coming through, or that passion, as they say. As long as you're not over there cussing and fussing, we good, right?
Hey to the man, honey.
All right, so guys, our quote for this morning, let's go ahead and get it started. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. And you know what? That just took me up another level. That's by Alan Kay, y'all. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So, what are the things that you're prepping for, that you are putting together, that you're inventing in your own life that are going to get you to your next? And we talk about every single day. We come here, we bring hope. We're helping one person every day. We come here, we give you knowledge. But what I want to say and make clear today is that, guys, knowledge is not power. They told us that, and that was a lie. Knowledge is not your power. Execution of that knowledge, that's where your power is, right?
Amen.
Knowledge is not power. How many times have you known people who are doing stuff and they know it's wrong and they know it's harmful, but they keep on doing it anyway? For example, I had to take my little one to pediatric care for his checkup. Guess what I see outside when I pull up, y'all? The nurses and the doctors on the side of the building back there smoking, right? And don't they tell us that smoking is bad for us? And you would think they're at the doctor's office. Why are they doing that? Don't they know? Didn't they go to school? Didn't they learn?
They trying to tell us.
Don't they have the knowledge, right? They have the knowledge that they need to do better, but they're not using it.
Yes, ma'am.
What
How
about me?
many of us get
Every
caught up in that?
y'all, and I'm not all innocent myself, because my guilty pleasure is that bacon cheeseburger. God, I don't know what Wendy's did with that bacon cheeseburger, but it's all the way right. You hear me? It's all the way. See, and I know it's not good for me. I know it's not good for me, but that thing is the bomb. I don't know what in the world they did, but Dave and Wendy, y'all did that, right?
Hashtag Wendy's.
Right. So I'm just saying, guys, how many times, but on a serious tip, how many times are there things out there that we know, things out there that we should be doing, things that we know are not good for us, that we continue to do? And that's why I love the quote this morning from Mr. Alan Kay. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So what are you going to do, right? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? What do you want your life to look like? That's where you start. That's the question you ask yourself. And then not only what do you want it to look like, why do you want it to look like that? See, that's what's important for us, guys, and that's what's going to take us to our next level. So let's be intentional, guys, in creating that future that we like. Why am I talking about creating the future that you like, guys? Because I'm moving on into our financial confession and conversation this morning. And it's ultimately investing for real people, right? Investing for real people. I'm not talking about the top 1%. I'm not talking about the hedge fund managers at Wall Street. I'm talking about investing for real people. What are the things that we can now do differently that are going to allow us to realize some of those returns on our investments that others are able to get? Because we say, well, we've been investing, Lynn, we've been putting money in our 401k, but things are not working. Dare I say, it's the education behind that that's going to allow you to do things differently in the way that you invest, right? So you can now have the financial freedom you want, have the opportunity to, hey guys, and it's not just about investing for retirement. It's not just about investing for your child's future. Some of us, we need to invest so we can be able to pay off some of these bills, like our student loans or like our, our mortgages or whatever the case may be. We need an opportunity now to make our money, keep our money, and grow our money so we can use it in a different way. Guys, investing opens up all those opportunities, but there's education we need behind that so we can do that the right way. Because I'm not saying there's no risk involved in investing. Not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. However, if you know the right steps that you need to be taking, if you understand the process and you go through the process, it's like following the yellow brick road. Y'all remember Dorothy, right? Follow the yellow brick road because she wanted to get to the Wiz, and the Wiz was behind the curtain. Even though the Wiz turned out to be fake, that's not the story. The story is that the path gets you somewhere, right? The path that you take takes you somewhere. So why not take the path that's going to allow you to define financial freedom for you and your family? See, we're talking about investing for real people. And then, guys, understanding the reasons that people invest is also important. What are the reasons that people invest? Do you know, guys, that there are tax shelters in place for those of us who invest? There are tax shelters in place, but you need to know the rules and the regulations. You can get tax savings without breaking the law, right? You ain't got to go in there and
without going to jail.
Right, without it. You ain't got to go in there and cheat when you submit your taxes and add somebody else's child. It's time out for the foolishness, y'all. Let's get some legitimate.
I can't believe people still do that.
Yes, they still do it. Just as long as we still here, they're going to still do it, right? They're not getting the true education. And guys, if you're doing that kind of stuff, just know you are going to get caught, right? It may not be today and it may not be tomorrow, but you will be caught. The IRS is amping up the way that they're going through and taking care of business and auditing people. And Georgia has gotten more stringent. Let me just be clear about that. Georgia has become one of the most stringent when we talk about our state taxes. So guys, you need to make sure that you are doing those things in the right way that are legal, and get a true accountant, a tax professional on your side when we're going through this process. See, I'm talking about investing for real people, but these things come into play when we talk about investing because there are tax implications. There are ways that you can save legally without breaking the law, but you need to learn what those things are. And stop just
And no play tax accounting either. Not your cousin who
right.
do taxes on the side down at H&R Block.
Now, don't go
Ain't nothing
down.
wrong with that.
Now, there's nothing wrong with H&R Block, but for the more specific things, you need a practicing tax accountant, right? And the thing about that, guys, don't go down there with all them tricks and stuff that Pook and them told you. Come on now, right?
Please.
But anyway, if you, and now let me give you a couple more tips. For those of you who are using a traditional IRA, if you have a traditional IRA, an IRA is your individual retirement account. Did you know you can write that off on your income taxes? The money that you are putting aside there, you can write that off on your income taxes. That's why I said you need a tax professional on your side. If you have a Roth IRA, with a Roth IRA, a Roth individual retirement account, you're putting money in post-tax, but when you take that money out, you take it out tax-free. Why is that important? Because in the future, dare I say, I guarantee you guys that the taxes are going to go up, right? You're going to pay fewer taxes now than you're going to do in the future. So that's also an opportunity, guys, where you can get these tax breaks without breaking the law. But you got to know what it is that you need to be doing in order to do that. See, we're talking about investing for real people, right? We're real people. We're the real people that I'm talking about. We're the everyday Lynn, the everyday Mark, the everyday Trenda, the everyday whomever, right? I'm talking about real people and the things that we can do differently. But we need the education that allows us to be able to do that. And then once we have the education, knowledge is not your power. Just because you have the information doesn't mean it's powerful. It's the same thing as getting the best book that you've ever read in your life and throwing it in the vault. If you come here every day and get this information that we give you and you don't do anything with it, it's just like going and put it in a safe and locking it up and not telling anybody that you have it, right?
That's right.
Not doing anything with it. So your knowledge is not your power. Execution of that knowledge is your power. So what are you
application of it?
Yes. Investing for real people, y'all. That's what we're talking about. The next thing, guys, if you work for a company and you say, well, Lynn, my company doesn't give me a 401k. My company doesn't give me a retirement account. That's okay, guys. You can still invest too. I talk about stockpile on here all the time. It is imperative that you figure this thing out and start today, right? At least get started. If you can't today, make a plan to start, right? And get started in the very near future, because this is something we must be intentional about. We must be intentional about our finances, guys. And I say this over and over. You need a plan for day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, decade to decade. You need a plan. And until you figure out exactly what that thing is, you at least have to try. And the beauty of this, guys, if you don't have the 401k at your jobs, you start investing for your future. And you don't have to have a lot of money like we used to have it back in the day, right? A lot of accounts required you had a larger or a lump sum of money to get started. Today, you can start with $5, guys. There is no excuse. I'm talking about investing for real people, for everyday people. There are no excuses. But what you do have to do is put on your armor. You need to armor up, right? You need to you don't want to get hit in the battle. So your armor is the education you need, right? And going to battle is actually getting out there and investing. So that armor is going to protect you. That education that you get is going to protect you, right? And if you're ready to armor up, guys, and I hate that sounds so corny, but it is what it is, right? if you're ready to get the education that you need so that you can invest with confidence, right? So you can sleep at night, so you can define what financial freedom is for you, whether that's building for your future, for your family, being able to pay off your bills, whatever the case may be, guys, we will be at the Circle and Moon at the Do Shop June 16th here in Roswell, Georgia. And the beauty of that, guys, some of y'all even have the opportunity to come for free. We're running a contest. And it's easy to get on the contest. We're asking you to do 3 simple steps. 3 simple steps so you can get a free ticket to join us in Roswell, Georgia, so you can change the picture, right, for your family. And like the quote said this morning, the easiest way to predict the future is to invent it yourself.
Yep.
You think Thomas Edison knew all about that light bulb when he went in and did all those tries over and over and over and over? But the beauty of it is we're not sitting in the dark today because he kept trying. Right? And that's what we have to have, that can-do spirit too, when we think about what it is that we want in our lives and how do we change the financial picture for our families. How do we build generational wealth? How are we able to leave an inheritance for our children's children? And I tell my story over and over and over for a reason. I have a goal. And the reason that I keep telling you guys my story about, and my story is simply this: my baby will not, let me repeat, my child, our child, the child of Lynn and Robbie Dimmons will not have to worry about student loans when he leaves high school. When he graduates from high school, mommy's going to say, hey, baby, here's your money. Here's $150,000. You decide what you want to do. Do you want to go to college, or do you want to start your own business? See, you have to figure out what's most important to you. See, that's a priority to me. That's a priority for me, because I know how it feels to dig out of 6 figures of student loan debts. My husband also knows that, and so many others of you out there understand and recognize that as well. See, we got to figure out this thing, y'all. I'm talking about investing for real people. How do you now do this and get to your next level? Guys, and it's imperative, and I'm going through, it's imperative that you catch this. Now, I'm not talking about a get-rich-quick scheme. Please hear me. It's going to take some time. I'm talking about a long-term investment strategy that's going to get you to your next. That's what we'll be doing at the Do Shop. But I'm also talking about, when we talk about investing in the stock market, on Saturday, June 16th, we're going to lay the foundation. We're going to get those basics under control. But there are so many different things, so many different ways you can invest in the stock market, y'all. And we're going to build on those over time. But guys, you got to master the basics first. So it's imperative. You think about it. You say, Lynn, you talk about investing for a retirement account. Guys, think about it this way. When you were in 9th grade and you went to high school, and it seemed like high school graduation was so far away, but at the end of your senior year, you were standing there in your cap and gown. More than likely, if you were like us, you were standing there with tears in your eyes, and you were like, I can't believe it happened so fast. It happened so fast. And then you look forward to college, and you go to college, and then you graduate, and you be like, oh my gosh, it happened so fast. Where did the time go? And then you keep on, you go, you get your career, you get married, you have your children grow up. JoJo knows us, Courtney's 21. You be like, oh my gosh, it happened so fast. Guys, retirement will be here before you know it. You'll be saying, oh my gosh, it happened so fast.
That's right.
See, it seems like it's a long way away, right? It seems like it's a long way away, but it'll be here before we know it, guys. I'm talking about investing for real people and what we need to be prepared for. How can we prepare for it? And how can we move to our next level? It's imperative, right, that we do these things. You want security for your financial future, guys. Then investing is the way to do it. Make a decision today that you're going to make the best financial decision that you've ever made in your life, and that's to be an investor. And then after you make that decision, which is one of the best financial decisions you could ever make, then make a decision to join us. And if you don't join us, it's okay. Find the information you need. But don't stop there, right? Don't stop there with the information. Don't let it be the best book in the world and you put it in the vault, right? You remember that Seinfeld episode? Remember the Seinfeld episode where they had the secrets and they had to keep it in the vault and they couldn't tell anybody? Or it was another one where they did something else. I'm even going to go there. But you keep it in the vault, right? Keeping it in the vault means that you lock it up forever, that you don't share that with anyone else. Do you want that for your life and for your family when it comes to your financial decisions that you're making? Do you want that, right? So it's time out for playing, right? It's time for us to do the things that we know that are going to help us level up. Guys, that's why I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach, because I make you think about these things. And when you start thinking about these things, remember we talked about it before, your thoughts become your feelings lead to actions, your actions lead to results. What are the results you're getting in your life? What are those things that you're now doing that are going to get you to your next? Or are you doing those things that are keeping you comfortable, keeping you in the same place, keeping you broke, busted, and disgusted? And guys, that's not for us. It's not for me. Let me say that. And I know it's not for JoJo. We've had those conversations. That's not for us. That's not the life we choose. That's not the way we want to be. That's not the life we want to live. So guys, join us on this journey. This is the fearless journey. Talk about a fearless journey. This is the true fearless journey over here. Where we having these confessions and conversations about life and finances. Because it's all the way real. Right? All right, guys. I'm Lynn Dimmons. This is Investing for Real People. America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. I'm going to pass it over to my co-host today, but I implore you, I challenge you to meet us June 16th at the Circle and Moon. We only ask you to do 3 things. That's share the video, like our fan page, and give us feedback on a nugget or a takeaway that you have. That's 3 simple things if you want to get in the contest and be invited to the room, because we have sponsors who purchase tickets for others. Do you need one of those? Then if you do, share this video, like our fan page, and give us a nugget for the Great Escape Mini, guys, so you can get a ticket. It's as simple as that. 3 simple steps. Don't get me to singing 3 simple steps. Y'all remember that when we were kids? Maybe not. Remember that? Okay, that's fine. But anyway, guys, we're going to make this thing easy for you, right? We're making it easy for you. So don't forget to join us, guys, at the Circle and Moon, Roswell, Georgia. I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. I'm passing it over to my co-host, the only live past crazy specialist. And what better place to be than here with her? All right, Miss JoJo. Jamisa.
That's right. We were laughing about that yesterday. This lady at work said, baby, how many names do you have? Which one do you go by? I said, which one is going to be easiest for you? Because she called me Janmetrius or Janmetrios. I said, there's none of that in my name. I said, how about you just call me JoJo? She said, honey, thank God. Because I go by Louise at work. And she was like, I can't remember Louise. I'm not going to get the first name right. I said, just call me. It'll be okay. Just call me JoJo. She said, oh, thank God. Because I knew I wasn't going to make it. I was going to call you little girl. Little girl.
Oh, no, that was a fighting word. All right? Those are
fighting
words. Don't
fight words, man.
Tell her don't do it.
All right,
Yes.
guys. Again, Lynn's topic and the verse, like we in church, and the quote today with my topic. I don't know how we did this every day this week, but every day this week our topics have been together. My topic is I want to tell you what we are doing daily, because a lot of people come on this show, you get the information, you're like, what am I doing on here every day? I'm hearing this information, but what are we doing? That is my nickname, JoJo. JoJo's my nickname. Gravy, you thinking about my sister Jerry, Gravy is her nickname. Okay, well, she gonna be hot because I just said that, but he family, he know that's who he thinking about. They get us confused.
So we got to talk about where that gravy come from another day. But okay.
Girl,
I've been meaning to ask you that for
they used to call me Chippy. So I don't know. Because I love potato. I used to love potato chips. So they call me Chippy. Okay. But it's JoJo. I haven't heard Chippy since I was like 6 or 7 years old. So it's JoJo. All right. So what are we doing here on the Fearless Morning Show? We are preparing you for your future. See, Lynn, you are all in my topic for today. We are preparing you for your future. That's what we do. That's what we're doing here on the Fearless Morning Show. And here's one thing I want y'all to do. It's Friday, Freedom Friday, as Steve Harvey say on this Friday. I want you to think about this. If you had an extra 30 minutes, what would you do with your time? What would you do with an extra 30 minutes? Because we're preparing you for your future. We're giving you all this information to prepare you for your future. And realistically, in the beginning, it's going to be hard to transition your thinking and your new habits. So if you allow them 30 minutes, so if you get up 30 minutes early every day, your life will be a little bit easy. Y'all know I'm a fan of the 5-second rule, where you do things and you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then actually do it. That's how I got a lot of work done last night. But for the past week, I've been getting up 30 minutes early to accomplish some things I need to get done. And it takes a weight off of your shoulders, but then you're more empowered and more educated because that time is dedicated to that one thing. So today is me and Lynn, as Lynn and I, my mother hates when I say me and Lynn, but I'm from the country. So yes. Lynn and I, what we do every day, Monday through Friday, day in and day out, is educate you and prepare you for your future. Now it's application time. It's time to take everything that we've shared and apply it and put it into action. So take 30 minutes this weekend. You can take it today, Saturday morning, when it's quiet. You don't want to do this when everybody, I don't know why I'm so blurry. You don't want to do this when everybody is up in the household, running about, screaming and yelling, because then you can't focus and your mind is going to be on listening to the children or listening to the game or talking about this. And so take 30 minutes when it's quiet, either when everybody's asleep or before everybody gets up, and handle your business. So in those 30 minutes, you can look at your finances. You can take a look at your relationships. You can take a look at where you want those relationships to go and what you want to do. And I took time to do that a couple of times. I looked at all my friendships and I wrote out where I wanted them to go. I had to evaluate what I had in my life. Everything. I evaluated every relationship, my relationships with other people, because it could have been me who was wrong and I needed to excuse myself. And so I took time to do that. And when you do that, you feel a sense of empowerment. Like, yeah, I know I'm on the right track now. I know I'm doing what I need to do so I can get where I need to get. Remember, we're passing down legacy habits. We're building generational wealth. We're building life legacies. And it all starts with these little steps. And we're going to start with that 30 minutes today. Because Lynn and I, we're preparing you for the future that you want. And you got to do the work. And if you can just put in 30 minutes every day, then you're going to be well on your way to seeing the results that you need. Earlier this week, Lynn and I both on the same day talked about having a plan and writing it down. You can take that 30 minutes to write your plan down, to write down, and just allow yourself the freedom to think amazing thoughts. Because a lot of times we get scared and we don't want to we think, who am I to be thinking such grand stuff or be thinking such big thoughts? Who are you not to? Is God not the creator of the universe and he created you and we're made in his image? So that makes us co-creators. So why would you
You
not
better
think
say.
big? I mean, I'm just
You better
saying,
say.
because I need Jesus to give me everything he blessed me with. I just got to reach out and get it. And that's the only thing that's holding me back. Honey, you better write that stuff down. A to the man,
And if you don't
write it down.
now, if you don't want yours, I got it. Just let me know. I got it. I'll take it for you. Don't worry about that.
I'll
I
take
got
it.
you, boo.
Thank you. I'm not trying to bury mine in the ground. I'm trying to multiply that
Right?
thing. So we
Exactly.
all have that greatness in us. And there's no difference between me, you, and any other great person that you may know, from the people who hold the highest office to my man Albert Einstein, who had a learning disability. We all have the exact same things. It's the application of the knowledge that you have that makes all the difference in the world. And Lynn and I are preparing you for that. So we've given you the knowledge. It's now time to put in an application. So join us June 16th at the Circle and Moon, the Great Escape Mini, so that we can show you exactly how you're going to apply that information. So you can have a blueprint of how you're going to get it done, how it's going to work out, what it's going to look like, and every step you need to take to get you at least beginning on your fearless journey. And then we're not going to leave you hanging. Of course, there will always be more and more, so we can add on to that so
Right.
that you have all the great information and steps and tools that you need. Because now that we know, we are charged with sharing it with everybody else. And the same for you. Now that you know, you are charged with sharing it with somebody else. So, guys, today is the day that we tell the winners of the free tickets for the Great Escape Mini, because all week we have been monitoring who has been sharing the video, liking the video, and giving a comment. So you have until today to win your ticket. So make sure you like the Fearless Morning Show, share our video, and give us one takeaway. And then maybe Lynn, we'll come on later and do the announcement.
Actually, we were going to do it on. We discussed doing it on Monday because we wanted to give them time to get through and process.
That's true. So we'll do that on Monday. So you got today to register to win, so you can have you some free tickets to the Great Escape Mini. And here's the thing: if you don't believe in yourself for 2 seconds that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish, you will stay where you are. I promise you. I promise you'll stay where you are. If you don't allow yourself that glimmer of hope or expectations, because we have to have great expectations. If you don't allow yourself that, then you will stay in the same rut. You will stay stuck in the same circle with the same friends, with the same relationship, with the same results. Nothing, my friend, will ever change. I'm a living witness to that. None of it will ever change if you do not allow yourself just a little bit of hope that you can do something great, that you can do something different. And then even if you don't want to think on those grand ideas, if you just allow yourself 2 minutes to say, maybe I can not live in all this crazy relationship. Maybe I can not have crazy in my finances. I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. If you got here's the thing about investing. I'm taking Lynn's tag for a minute. If you can afford $40 to get your hair done, your nails done, any of that, you can invest. I promise you. You have more money than you could possibly think. It's just how we allocate that money. That's the important thing. So I encourage you guys today on this wonderful Friday, think about how are you preparing yourself for your future. And that's what Lynn and I are here for, to help you prepare for the future that you want. If you're tired of that crazy relationship, and I know crazy, I've been married to crazy twice. And we ain't gonna say how many times I've been married, but I've been married to crazy at least twice. And let me tell you, if you don't address that crazy, you will continue to have the same crazy relationships. You will find yourself dating the same man over and over. You will find yourself with the same woman over and over. You will find yourself with the same friendships, the same jobs, everything over and over, and nothing will change. So today, I just encourage you to allow yourself, get your pen and paper. We talked about writing down a plan and write down your dreams today. What are you really, if I could say, or Lynn and I could say, we're going to make this happen for you today. What would that be? And write it down. Y'all know I'm a nerd. Your brain will automatically start to try to find ways to solve that problem. And before you know it, you got a whole detailed plan of what you need to accomplish. It is truly that easy. We only make it hard. I think we make it hard on purpose. And we make it hard on purpose because then that relieves us the responsibility to having to do something about our situation, right? So if we take the pain, if we take that away, because it's not hard, get you some pen and paper, right? If you want to start that business, write it out. If you want to leave that person, write it out. If you want different friendships, right? When you start writing it out, you realize it's really not as hard as you think it is. It's the pain that is associated with it that makes us think that it's hard. You got to get past the pain. All right, guys, that is my fearless thought for today. I want somebody to come back today and tell me, what did they write out? And if you have a question about your dream or your aspirations, or you want to share it with somebody, you can share it with me. I'm right here on Facebook. You can send me a message. I'll be your personal cheerleader today. I got you, boo. I might even sing you a little song, sing you a little ditty to help you out. But guys, you've got to be excited about the possibilities of your future. You have to be, because if you wake up every day and the first thing out of your mouth is you complaining about your life, your job, your kids, you're complaining about everything, then I guarantee you the rest of your day is going to be miserable. I promise you, it will be. It is everything in how you speak, your thoughts, and your actions. So we're helping you get past that so you don't have to live in crazy in your life and your finances. So that is it for the Fearless Morning Show, guys. Don't forget, June 16th is the Great Escape Mini in Roswell, Georgia. If you want to join us, the tickets are there. However, you have the opportunity to win some free tickets. We do have people who have sponsored some tickets as well. You have to do 3 things in order to win the tickets. You have to like the Fearless Morning Show page. You have to share the Fearless Morning Show video and give us one takeaway. What did you learn during the morning show? I have a list of people already, and so on Monday we will be announcing the winners. I'm excited, Lynn. I hope people are excited as well. So next Saturday. Go ahead. What are you gonna say, Lynn?
No, I'm just too super excited. I'm just going to stay over here and be quiet because I will continue on and we will not be getting off of here till 9 o'clock. So yeah, with that, guys, we are so excited about the opportunities that we're sharing with others. We hope that you bring that same excitement, but come ready to do what it is that you need to do. Don't forget your electronic devices. Don't forget, bring pencil and paper, because you're going to want to write things down, because when you write it down, it's more, you remember it better than simply listening to it, right? And research tells us that, and I'm not going to get into the research behind that. But be ready, y'all, because we're going to help you get great, and we're going to make it easy for you because we have a process to go through. I have a 4-step process, y'all. Yes, a 4-step, well, actually it's 5, but I've broken it down. I combined 2 of them into one. So that process, that 5-step process that I've broken down into 4 steps is you're going to be like, wow, this is so amazing. What took me so long to get here? I promise you that is going to be your reaction. So come and see.
It's going to get your life together.
Exactly. It's time. It's time, y'all. And we're here willing to help you do that thing. So join us. That's all we're saying. Join us. Leave your house. Leave that anxiety behind. Leave that overwhelm behind. Come out here and do something for you that's going to change the financial picture for you and your family for generations to come, y'all. As long as you do the work, knowledge is not power. Remember that.
Here goes my little sticky.
Yes.
Here go my little sticky for y'all today. Somebody's waiting to hear your voice, and they will not move until you move. So if your family see you doing the baby steps, your family's right behind you. Remember, your children and your family are paying attention to you. What life legacies are you passing down? Whether you know it or not, you are passing down life legacies to your children. Whether it's bad relationships, bad financial habits, bad whatever, bad job habits, because honey, I know some folk passing down bad job habits every day. but what are you teaching your children about life? Eileen, don't even say nothing. Let me alone. What are you teaching your children about life? That's all I want to know. Life, you are leaving a life legacy, whether you want to or not, because your kids say, if it's good enough for mommy and daddy, it's got to be good enough for me. All right, guys, for your friends and family who do not have Facebook, that is our YouTube channel, so they can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows right there. Make sure they subscribe to the page, and so that they can get a notification every time I post one of our shows. And then don't forget to share the video, those 3 ways that you can win your tickets. We'll be announcing the winners on Monday. So you can share the video, share the Fearless Morning Show page, go over and like the Fearless Morning Show page, and then give us one takeaway from the show that has helped you. And guys, now that you know this information, you are charged with sharing with somebody else. You can't keep it to yourself. And that's what Lynn and I do. We learned the hard way, so we share with you. So you don't have to live in crazy in your life and your finances. Period. She's America's what?
#1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it.
Lynn was like, let me think about it. Yes, she said it. And I am the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me to learn how to live past crazy. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. We will see you here bright and early on Monday morning. We will be announcing a winner, so make sure that you in it for your chances to win. And then today, if you need a personal cheerleader, I don't care if you know me or not, it doesn't even matter. Tell me your dream, and I promise I'm going to encourage you to the upteenth power, to the point where I'm going to get on your last nerve to remind you about how great you are, where you need to be, and how you need to get it done. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you here bright and early Monday morning. Have a good one.
Signing off.